Nigerians, it has become necessary for me to address you, having heard from many concerned Nigerians and having concluded a meeting with all the security chiefs. I must warn those who have hijacked and misdirected the initial, genuine and well-intended protest of some of our youth in parts of the country against the excesses of some members of the now disbanded Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS. On Monday, 12th October, I acknowledge the genuine concerns and agitations of members of the public regarding the excessive use of force by some members of SARS. The choice to demonstrate peacefully is a fundamental right of citizens as enshrined in Section 14 of our Constitution and other enactments. But this right to protest also imposes on the demonstrators the responsibility to respect the rights of other citizens and the necessity to operate within the law. As a democratic government, we listened to and carefully evaluated the 5-point demands of the protesters. And having accepted them, we immediately scrapped SARS and put measures in place to address the other demands of our youth. On approving the termination of SARS, I already made it clear that it was in line with our commitment to the implementation of extensive police reforms. Sadly, the promptness with which we have acted seemed to have been misconstrued as a sign of weakness and twisted by some for their selfish, unpatriotic interests. The result of this is clear to all observers. Human lives have been lost, acts of sexual violence have been reported, 2 major correctional facilities were attacked and convicts freed, public and private properties completely destroyed or vandalized, the sanctity of the palace of a peacemaker, the Oba of Lagos, has been violated. So-called protesters have invaded an international airport and in the process disrupted the travel plans of fellow Nigerians and our visitors. All this executed in the name of the End SARS protests. I am indeed deeply pained that innocent lives have been lost. These tragedies are uncalled for and unnecessary. Certainly, there is no way whatsoever to connect these bad acts to legitimate expression of grievance of the youth of our country. The spreading of deliberate falsehood and misinformation through the social media in particular, that this government is oblivious to the pains and plight of the citizens is a ploy to mislead the unwary within and outside Nigeria into unfair judgment and disruptive behavior. On the contrary, both our deeds and words have shown how committed this administration has been to the well-being and welfare of citizens, even with the steadily dwindling revenues and the added responsibilities and restrictions due to the coronavirus pandemic. Government has put in place measures and initiatives principally targeted at youth, women, and the most vulnerable groups in our society. These included our broad plan to lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty in the next 10 years. The creation of 75 billion Naira National Youth Investment Fund to provide opportunities for the youth and the micro, small, and medium enterprises survival fund, through which government is A, paying 3-month salaries of the staff of the 100,000 micro, small, and medium enterprises. B, paying for the registration of 250,000 businesses at the Corporate Affairs Commission. C, giving a grant of 30,000 Naira to 100,000 artisans. And D, guaranteeing market for the products of traders. These are in addition to many other initiatives, such as A, farmer money, B, trader money, C, market money, D, N-Power, E, N-Tech, and F, N-Agro. No Nigerian government in the past has methodically and seriously approached poverty alleviation like we have done. With regards to the welfare of police personnel, the National Salaries, Income and Wages Commission has been directed to expedite action on the finalization of the new salary structure of the members of the police force. The emoluments of other paramilitary services are also being reviewed upwards. In order to underscore the importance of education in preparing youth for the future, this administration has come up with a new salary structure and other incentives for our teachers. Let me at this point reaffirm the federal government's commitment to preserving the unity of this country. We will continue to improve good governance and our democratic process, including through sustained engagement. We shall continue to ensure that liberty and freedom, as well as the fundamental rights of all students, are protected. But remember that government also has the obligation to protect lives and properties, as well as the right of citizens to go about their daily businesses freely and protected from acts of violence. To our neighbors in particular, and members of the international community, many of whom have expressed concern about the ongoing development in Nigeria, we thank you and urge you all to seek to know all the facts available before taking a position or rushing to judgment and making hasty pronouncements. In the circumstances, I would like to appeal to protesters to note and take advantage of the various well thought out initiatives of this administration designed to make their lives better and more meaningful, and resist the temptation of being used by some subversive elements to cause chaos with the aim of truncating our nascent democracy. For you to do otherwise will amount to undermining national security and the law and order situation. Under no circumstances will this be tolerated. I therefore call on our youth to discontinue the street protests and constructively engage government in finding solutions. Your voice has been heard loud and clear, and we are responding. And I call on all Nigerians to go about their normal businesses and to enjoin security agencies to protect lives, and properties of all law-abiding citizens without doing harm to those they are meant to protect. Let me pay tribute to officers of the Nigeria Police Force who have tragically lost their lives in the line of duty. I would like to thank those state governors, traditional and religious leaders who have appealed for calm and restraint. I also thank youth leaders who have restrained their followers from taking the law into their hands. This government respects and will continue to respect all the democratic rights and civil liberties of the people, but it will not allow anybody or groups to disrupt the peace of our nation. Thank you all. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Sincerely want to believe we all enjoyed the broadcast as brought to you by the New Seraph Radio. That was a live broadcast from Abuja. We just had our President Muhammadu Buhari addressing the nation. And of course, from the New Seraph Radio here, we sincerely want to appreciate every one of us for standing by since morning.
Looks for a brighter day. Never need worry. Let one love set you free. One love keep us together. Living in a world, it's a struggle just staying alive. One love keep us together.
We want to sincerely appreciate all our followers online. We appreciate you. We sincerely believe you enjoyed us from morning till now. Please stay tuned for more music coming from the New Seraph Radio.
Somebody tell me.
And of course, you know what we do right here is to populate the kingdom of God.
Can set us free if we just let it be.
And also to remind our youths, let's stay calm. Let's stay calm. Everything is going to be all right.
Take the clouds away. Never need worry if you just let it be. One love, keep us together.
As we bring everything to close this minute, we want to appreciate everyone who has made it possible right here in the studio here today. We appreciate everyone.
Living in a world, it's a struggle this day.
On behalf of our mother in the Lord, our grace, Dr. Oluwaseye Yomi Sholoye JP, we want to sincerely appreciate all our ministers who prayed all through today.
No, let one love set you free.
The prayer chain was started from 6 a.m. this morning, right from the WhatsApp. Then straight to 9 a.m. we came on board to Facebook, having lots of ministers of God. From 9, then 12, and to 3 p.m. After that, we had our 6 o'clock prayer. It's our belief that our God, the God of Moses Orimolade Tuolashe, is in control. On that note, we want to appreciate you once again for standing by, and it is time for us to bring everything to close this minute on the New Seraph Radio, the first Seraph Radio ever. ohun tí à ń sọ fún wa ni wípé à ń kí wa lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ fún àdúró tiwa láti òwúrọ̀. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wa nítorí pé a ti wà níbí látàárọ̀ tá à ń bá wa gbàdúrà. A mọ̀ wípé bó ṣe ń lọ ó yé wa lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀, ṣùgbọ́n a ní láti ní sùúrù. Lórúkọ màmá wa tí wọ́n jẹ́ olùdásílẹ̀ The New Seraph Radio, tí wọ́n tún jẹ́ olùdásílẹ̀ The New Seraph káàkiri àgbáyé, ńlá ń kí gbogbo wa wípé ẹ ṣeun, ẹ kú àtàárọ̀, a sì kú àdúrà ìní. Tó bá máa fi di lọ́la, ìyẹn ọjọ́ 23 oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2020, ẹ jẹ́ á tún pàdé lórí ìkànnì The New Seraph Radio. Ẹ jẹ́ á pàdé lórí ìkànnì The New Seraph Radio. Níbi báyìí la ti ń dábí ẹdun là ń rọ̀ bí òwe. Lọ́la a tún pàdé, a tẹ̀síwájú nínú àdúrà èyí tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní àná, àdúrà ọlọ́jọ́ mẹ́ta tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ lánàá. Orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ò lè túká, orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ò ní túká, orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà mú sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kẹta kò ní túká. Àlàáfíà Ọlọ́run á jọba, gbogbo yín pátápátá la kí. Ẹ jẹ́ á símẹ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́. Bá a ti ń lọlé báyìí, a fi gbogbo wa sábẹ́ ìṣọ́ Ọlọ́run, kí Ọlọ́run kí ó máa bá wa lọ, kí orí ọ̀fẹ́ rẹ̀ àti àánú rẹ̀ kó tó fún wa, kí ọwọ́ agbára rẹ̀ àti ìṣọ́ rẹ̀ kó máa wà lórí ayé wa, àtàwa àtọmọ àtaya àti ibi tá a léwédé tá a ta gbòǹgbòdé, kórí ọ̀fẹ́ Ọlọ́run kó tó fún wa, kí àánú Ọlọ́run kó fọhùn fún wa níbi gbogbo. Lórúkọ Ọlọ́run alààyè, a ò ní dàwátì, wọn ò ní fi ẹnikẹ́ni wá ṣe ìrúbọ fún ètùtù orílẹ̀-èdè yìí, wọn ò ní fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ wá ṣe ìrúbọ tàbí ìràpadà fún orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Láyọ̀ la ó máa wà lọ́lá Jésù Kristi Olúwa wa. Lórúkọ màmá wa tí wọ́n jẹ́ olùdásílẹ̀ The New Seraph, Agnes Dr. Olúwaṣeyẹ Yomi Ṣólóyè, ni mò ń kí gbogbo wa wípé ó dàárọ̀.
Radio, Seraph Radio, Seraph Radio, Seraph Radio. The New Seraph Radio. Ìjọba ọ̀run ló jà jù. Gbàgbàgbàgbà kílẹ̀ ti wí.
The New Seraph Radio, òun lẹ̀ ń gbọ́ yẹn.
Àní ìkànnì tó ń dún gbìgbìgbì, tó ń dún gbàgbàgbàgbà kílẹ̀ ti wí.
The New Seraph Radio, òun lẹ̀ ń gbọ́ yẹn. The New Seraph Radio FM, The New Seraph, òun ló mì gbòòrò. Oríṣiríṣi ètò tó ń kọ́ni lọ́gbọ́n o, ètò tó ń kọ́ni lọ́gbọ́n àti ìròyìn lóríṣiríṣi. Máa yí kúrò rárá ọ̀rẹ́, fi sílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. The New Seraph Radio, òun ló mì gbòòrò.
The New Seraph Radio, populating God's kingdom.